What's up, guys and gals? Kuro21 back at you again with a Rainbow Cup battle video. In this video, we're going up against the tournament organizer, B. Stringfield, and he's got a pretty meta team. He's got the Charizard, Venusaur, Quagsire, he's got Fortress, he's got Mantine, and he's also got a Lantern, which is probably the most interesting Pokemon, is his Lantern. Last time we played him, he led off with his Lantern, we led with Slowbro, and we switched out, and that's what cost us the game. Because we didn't know that Slowbro actually beats the electric type. So that was our mistake last time. In this game, what I would like to see myself do is run the triple water team. I think has the best matchups against his team. Running this team with the Venusaur is a little bit scary because Fortress can beat both our Slowbro and our Venusaur. And so if he brings a Fortress, we're in trouble. Also, his Quagsire can beat both our Slowbro and our Mantine. So we have a kind of weakness to those two Pokemon, and Quagsire would cover those two weaknesses. So we lead off with the same scenario that we did in the earlier cup, but we are going to go straight Water Pulse to try to take out as many shields or do as much damage to his Lantern as possible, staying in confidently. This time, he switches out to his Venusaur, which is not a good counter to Slowbro. He really didn't even bring a Slowbro counter, which is good to us. We switch over to Mantine to farm up the last bit of his Venusaur and then get knocked out with a Thunderbolt. He's done his job. So then we bring in our Venusaur, thinking he probably does not have Fortress, or else he would have switched to it to beat our Slowbro. So I don't think he's got Fortress in the back, but he could have Charizard. And if that's the case, we want to keep our Slowbro with higher health instead of just letting it die on the Lantern. We throw off our Sludge Bomb because he's all out of shields, and we're just going to try to take him out with our Slowbro with the shield advantage. And here we probably should have gone for the Water Pulse, but I was just thinking maybe I could get off 2 Ice Beams at worst case scenario. And so good game to Bradley there in round number 1. And we're going to be going into game number 2. In this game, I'm also wanting myself to use 3 water types looking back on this. And his brightness is a little too high on his phone, so it's difficult for me to read his code. And here we're going to send it off. Let's see if we lock in the triple water team, which I think is a little bit stronger against his lineup in case he brings his Fortress. And we are going to lock in the triple water, which I think is even stronger than our first team, even though it did come out to win. His mistake was not bringing any counters to the Slowbro, which I think his only counter is his Fortress. And maybe Quagsire as well. Yep, Quagsire also has a kind of close matchup here. But we're just going to stay in confidently and go straight for those Ice Beams to deal as much damage as possible and try to get off as many charge moves as possible. Most people in this area have been running Acid Spray on their Quagsire, so that's why I did not shield the first charge move, and it ended up being to our benefit because we could have just knocked him out with another Confusion right there, but we did have to shield up the Stone Edge, and I was trying to knock him out right before he got to his charge move, and I probably over-tapped on that Ice Beam just slightly. So he brings in another counter to us. He had a very good read on us. He brought in the 2 Pokemon that could beat our Slowbro, and so we bring in our Quagsire to start knocking down this Fortress. And I'm also, in the back of my mind, thinking he might have a Venusaur in the back. And if that's the case, I don't want to use my Mantine now, because then I would get knocked out and have no answer in my Quagsire. So we're just going to trade back and forth, going with Earthquake to either take out his Fortress, and it almost did. And here we just have Charizard in the back, which is amazing for us because we're up a shield, we got a Water Flyer, he's got a Fire and Flying Pokemon. We can just take him out straight up with Aerial Ace, no need to show him our second charge move, which is Ice Beam for the mirror match. So we're going to shield just to be careful and take him out with Wing Attacks. So good game to Bradley. Very close game, and I'm glad I got to bring it back after the first time we played, which was a loss. See you in the next video, guys.